Hi, I'm Phil, and I want to talk to you today about time. And I'm speaking to you from France. This is a part of France that I've visited over the last 20 years on a fairly regular basis. And in some ways, it's timeless. In some ways, certain things just never seem to change. But in other ways, it's always changing. There are properties that were once dilapidated that now look amazing because someone has decided to do something. There are other properties that once looked amazing and now they're looking very tired because no one's done anything. And that's what I want to talk to you about, is how we use time, the value of time. Just what is it that we have to do to make time work for us? And I want to start in this series of 5 talks by speaking about that word value. You know, if somebody asked you what's the most valuable thing in the world, then we could get a list of answers. Some may think diamonds, gold. You know, we could go through all manner of ideas of what we think has value. But I want to suggest to you that the most valuable commodity that we have is time. Yet, unlike any other commodity on earth that we may set our store by, time cannot be saved, it cannot be collected. It has to be used. To get the value out of the time you have to determine exactly what you are going to do with it. And there's a variety of ways that we can spend our time. But very often we do not appreciate the value of time. Therefore, instead of spending it, we just let it slip through our fingers. You know, to give something value, we have to give it a sense of appreciation. We have to understand what it is that it means to us. It has to have that personal sense of value. I remember hearing a story once of people in a particular country, and they were trying to encourage them to become entrepreneurial, to get involved in business, because in that particular nation, in order to function in business, you had to have somebody from the local community as part of your team. Otherwise they wouldn't let you set up a shop. And they found it so hard to get local people involved in what they were doing. They would say to them, but if you get involved in this, you'll have money, you'll be able to buy houses, you'll be able to own cars. And these people said, but why do I want money? Why do I want houses? Why do I want cars? Because their lifestyle was to live on the beach, to build their homes there, to fish all day, and then to barbecue their fish by night. And for everyone else that might look like an idyllic holiday, but life is different. But for them it was life. And they could not be convinced of the value of those things. But for all of us, we need to grasp the value of time. Because with time, it really is a case of that old adage, use it or lose it. We have this amazing potential. We have this incredible asset. And what is more, unlike any other asset in the world that perhaps seems to be dealt out in a very different manner to different people. You know, there are those with great wealth and those with little wealth. There are those who have opportunity that seems to come their way and those who don't. But when it comes to time, we all have 60 minutes in the hour. We all have 24 hours in the day. And each day is given to each of us regardless of our social position, regardless of our education. So when it comes to using that time, we're on a level playing field. Those who make the most of the time given them achieve the most in their lives. And that's what we want to do. For me, it's all about maximizing the moment. It's making the most of where you are. We do not want to spend time considering where others are and wishing we were there. It's where are you? What are you doing? What are your priorities? What is your purpose? Where do you want to go? Who are you? And how can you use the time you have? How can I use the time I have? What does it mean to be me? And what are the opportunities that I have in the time and space that I've been given? Because it is a gift. It is a gift. Folks, you can't go out and buy time. You can't make time. But you must use time. in order to grasp the full value of what it is and all that it has to offer. So I want to encourage you right at the outset of these talks to sit, to consider, and to see the value that there is in the time that you have. Your time. It is your time.